Hello, Doug here from the Hundredfold Journey. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday night event. Usually it's Wednesday night live, but I'm recording this a little bit ahead of time so that I could publish it right at 6:30. So we are in Joyous June, and the idea behind the Joyous June is to find those things that we are joyful about, whether it is our family, our friends, our kids, our loved ones, um, all of those things that bring us joy. What's interesting about that list that I just read off is most of that is external. It is outside of us. And usually we depict that type of joy as happiness versus joy. Joy is something that comes from within, and it is comes from who we are and our identity and who we think we are. And of course, that's what a hundredfold is all about, is coming alongside of you to give you the tools to find your true identity. And by doing so, you find God's true identity. And what we're finding is that we are a child of God. We've been adopted. We are his ambassadors. We are holy. We are blameless. We are loved. Um, we are his children. And we are his dwelling place, which means that God lives in us and he is experiencing his creation through us as us. And one of the benefits of that is that we have the fruit of the Spirit. And I wrote this is actually on the Facebook on our hundredfold. And notice the word fruit is singular, it's not plural, which means there's one fruit, there's only one Spirit. So even though there's different characteristics here, different emotions, love, joy, peace, um, they all come in a single package called the fruit of the Spirit. So in other words, we don't get love, and then sometimes we get joy, and sometimes we get peace. Those would be fruits of the Spirit. But this is a singular fruit, which means, again, it comes all in one package. So because God dwells in us and he's living through us, we get the benefit of getting the fruit of the Spirit, which is God himself. And these are characteristics of who God is. God is love. God is joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. This is who God is. This is who his Spirit is. And this is what is inside of us. And this is what should be manifesting in our lives. And the way I like to think about this is I like to line up these nine, and again, I'm going to call them fruits, but the nine characteristics of the Spirit. And if we are listening to the voice of the Father, we're listening to the Spirit, then all of these will be aligned perfectly. So we'll have an equal amount of love, equal amount of joy, equal amount of peace, patience, kindness, etc. And I like to call these guideposts. So when one of these is off in some way, right, we might have lots of love, we might have lots of joy, but man, we don't have patience. Then we're kind of out of alignment. And the nice thing about this list here is we can know that when we're not patient or we're not kind, that we know that that's an area that needs to be worked on in our lives. Because again, it's a package deal. All of these come in full measure. And in fact, the truth is that Jesus had these characteristics in him as well. And the same Spirit that Jesus had, we have as well. He did not have any advantage over us. So the same Spirit that was on Jesus is on and in us. So again, when one of these are kind of out of alignment, then we can look at that and say, I should be patient in this situation. What's causing me not to be? And then you can analyze that and see why that might be the case. And there's lessons that can be learned. And then that is why, and I'm going to switch the screen here, that is why this post that I had the other day is consider it pure joy when you face various trials of many kind, because the testing of your faith develops perseverance. So when we get into an impatient situation, we could call that a trial, and the trials bring out our true characteristics and who we are, who we believe we are. And when we become impatient, then we can see that, we can count it as joy that says, wow, I'm glad that that was revealed to me. I thought I was a patient person. I should be a patient person. What's causing me not to be? And typically there's some lack or fear belief along with that. So these two kind of go hand in hand, where the fruits of the Spirit, when they line up, and then when they don't, then when trials come, we should consider it joy, because they are proving or showing who we truly are, who we believe we are. And again, it all goes back to identity, and that when we truly believe who we are, that we're a son, we've been adopted, we're holy, we're blameless, we're the dwelling place of God, then um, this fruit should come out of us easily and naturally. It shouldn't be something we squeeze out like, oh, I need to be more loving. It should just come out of us naturally and easily. And in fact, if you guys saw the Sunday study where the 7 I am statements of Jesus, one of the 7 I am statements is, I am the light of the world. And Jesus declares that we are the light of the world. We don't have to be the light of the world. We are the light of the world. So it's the light that comes out of us, and that light shows forth in the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, etc. And then it also comes when trials come, that we can see it as pure joy, because we're learning something about ourselves and we're learning something about God. So I hope you are enjoying this month's challenge, Joyous June, and feel free to comment or ask questions as we progress through the rest of the month, and look forward to hearing from you. So that's it for this Wednesday night. Thank you very much for joining us, and bye for now.